Hello everyone. In this video, what we're going to focus on is how we calculate the area of a rectangle. Now, here on my screen, I have a geoboard. So this is what we call a geoboard. So we're going to use a geoboard to calculate the area of a rectangle. But what is area? How can we use this geoboard to calculate the area of a rectangle? Now what I am going to do is to ensure that I have some rectangle represented on the geoboard. So here I have 4 rectangles. I have a yellow rectangle, a green rectangular shape, I have a red rectangular shape, and I have a blue rectangular shape. Now our aim is to calculate the area of each shape. Note that one of these small square is what we call a unit square, right? So the idea is to see how many unit square can hold inside of each of these shapes. So one way to determine the area of each rectangle is by counting the squares, right? So here, if we count the squares in this yellow triangle, we are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it means that this yellow rectangle has a total area of 18 square units, right? So what would be the area of this green rectangle? Clearly, you can see that this green rectangle has a total of 4 square units, right? So it means that the area of this rectangle would be 4. What about this rectangle here? Now, the area, again, you just need to count up each square unit. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right? So the area of this rectangle would be 14 square units, right? Because we measure area in square unit. It is the amount of square unit that cover the surface, right? What about this blue rectangle here? If we count it up, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it means that the area of this blue rectangle would be 15 square units, right? Let's highlight the area of each of the shape. So you can see I put in the numbers, I count up each of the square in each area. So you can see the total amount of square for this one is 18, so the area is 18 square units. For this one, the total amount of unit square is 4, so the area is 4 square units. Now my question to you is, how else could you determine the area of each shape without counting the unit square? Now, what you could do is to look at the dimension of each shape. Note here for this yellow shape, it has a dimension of 3 units by 6 units, right? Now, if we look at the dimension, how could the dimension help us to determine the area? Now, 3 times 6 would give us 18. So here, if you multiply the dimension, it would give you the area. So another way to calculate the area of these rectangles is to look at the dimension, right? And that's the procedural understanding, right? Now counting the square is the conceptual understanding. Now, so we could use the dimension. Let's see if it would work for this green rectangle. This green rectangle has a dimension of 1 by 4. So 1 times 4, that gives us 4. So it means that the area would be 4 square units. So this red rectangle has a dimension of 2 by 7. So 2 times 7 gives us 14. So by multiplying the dimensions of the rectangle, it will give you the area of the rectangle. And for this one, it has dimension of 3 and 5. So 3 times 5 would give us 15, right? So how could we generate a formula that we could use to find the area of a rectangle? Basically, we could say that the longest side on the shape is the length and the shortest side is the breadth or width. So since we are multiplying them, clearly the area of a rectangle would equal to length times width, or we could say length times breadth, right? So thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe.